where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chanting shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, as the winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains beat, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's coves and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, as the winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within, ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, hello, and welcome in. We're working through, I guess, a little bit of issue with D&D Beyond and Roll20. I'll have to take a look and see what the heck is going on there. But we're going to go ahead and dive into session number 9 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. Thank you all for joining us. Sit back, relax, and indulge in the chaos. All right, hello.
Hello.
All right, I know that we're having, it looks like maybe a couple of technical issue here or there, but that's all right. We'll work through that. Mine seems to be working okay, so I'll just fuck you guys up and you just hold on tight. Okay, welcome and hello. We are playing session number 9 tonight, so let's go ahead and do a really quick session 8 recap. So, session 8 was Novus the 26th, 4253 PFH. Started out at 8 a.m. post long rest. So the group awoke the next morning and had their breakfast. Dench checked in on the child but was turned away. The guard assured him that he was still living. Afterwards, at breakfast, the group met with Cornelius, who redefined the group's employment after it was slightly challenged by pain. The group then split up and went about their morning. Lyra went to Willow Hollow Histories, where she purchased access to the library for the day and spent roughly 6 hours studying and researching. Payne and Dench went to the stables, where they purchased a mule, a cart, and some food for the mule. Amelia went to the Temple of Celestian, where she met with the High Priestess, spoke at length about a common friend of theirs, Ilara, and then about Paladin orders. The High Priestess offered to arrange a meeting between the local Paladin Order of the Silver Star. Later that day, Amelia did meet with him, and all right. So later that day, Amelia did meet with him, and he gave her a test, an unwavering, unfazed shank to the throat test, which she passed, and he gave her initiate rites, telling her to return when she had essentially truly made a final decision on whether or not to join the order. But until then, she would have the initiate rites. And she would be given additional tasks post that decision, should she choose to move forward, to gain official entry to the order. Finally, the group met back at the Emerald Tower for lunch to discuss their day's efforts, which is where we left off last time. I wanted to let you guys keep RPing, but I know it was already past our time last time, so we can pick up there today. Standard XP for the session being level 2, which was 50 XP for everyone. I believe that puts everyone at like 635, somewhere right around there. 650? Is that what you said? Oh, no, you said 50, sorry.
I didn't know you were queuing up, so I just
No, it's okay. No, it's all right. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me okay, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I can hear you on stream too.
You can hear me on stream? Good. Okay, sorry, we're testing something out. Candace has, she figured out during Boundless Valor that you can change OBS to only pick up my mic to hear on stream when I'm pushing to talk, because I've been desperately trying to listen to your guys' conversations to take my own notes on post-session, but I talk so much shit off mic that I can't hear sometimes what you guys are saying, and it is driving me crazy. So finally I was like, you got to teach me how to do that, because I can't listen to my damn self anymore. It's ridiculous. Okay, so today, session 9, we are picking up again Novus the 26th, 4253 PFH, but we are starting the day at 2:30 in the afternoon. Alright, so we had just gotten to a point where you guys were discussing the day's, the morning's activities. I believe Lyra had talked a little bit about what she had done at Willow Hollow Histories. Denshin Payne had teased Lyra a little bit about the name of the mule, which ironically was Pearl. And then we had just begun to discuss, I believe, Amelia's experience over at the church. I don't remember what exactly the last line was that we left off on, but if you guys want to pick up there, we will go ahead and do that. I'm going to get some music going here, and we can kick it off. Also, Amelia, when you are ready when you are ready to read that note, you just let me know. I've got everything ready. I'll just send it to you as soon as it's opened.
Perfect. That'll be more than likely when there's some alone time there.
Got it.
Need to freak out.
Freak out in private.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she's done enough public freaking out for a lifetime.
That's no fun.
At least she didn't get lost in a kelp forest.
Oof. Oof.
Or a fern forest.
I'm logging off for the night. I actually believe we left off with Amelia trying really hard to be very distracted and occupied with her food and not have to answer any of Lyra's interrogations.
I also remember everyone freaking out about the fact that we told them that your paladin stabbed himself with a test.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yep, he did.
Yep, the offhand, like, what did you have a stabbing today? Kind of comment. I think
Yeah.
that started this lunch.
It did. It did. Okay, so I did not really find anything, I feel, which is a bummer. I also do need to go do some serious thinking about my spells and writing for several hours. We said we weren't in a rush, right?
Well, I know we need to at least take a day and get all our affairs in order here, and then yeah, it'll probably be sometime tomorrow or maybe the next day when we probably feel
I
good enough to kick off.
We're not in a rush per se, but I don't want to linger more than we need to.
Are you worried that guy's gonna stab himself again? You don't want to see it?
She winces.
Do you think that's a normal thing with that guy? Just every once in a while, like, hey, can you heal people? I bet you can't. Stab. Oh,
Did you ask him for credentials? That's a pretty good point,
Uh,
Dench.
I it was
You didn't.
I
did you?
tried to do more than I needed to. I overthought when I should have just had faith. I think.
So that's a no.
It's a yes. That guy definitely goes up to people sometimes and goes, "Yeah, I stabbed myself. Heal me."
I don't think that's how any of that works, but okay. Lyra, you need to take time with your spells. We need to get some supplies. What else do we need to do before we set out?
well, I suppose we have food enough for Pearl, and we have several pounds of wheat we can use to feed ourselves. We might want to get some, dried meats. And do you have a bedroll or anything like that?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
My blankets is probably still submerged in holy water.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did use that, didn't we? We
Yeah,
could go get it, and then maybe I could try to. Oh wait, no, I need a pearl.
Oh, you got a pearl.
I got a pearl. I don't think she'd like it very much if I tried to use her in a ritual.
Maybe not. As long as that ritual, I mean, maybe it makes her sentient. I think she'd appreciate that, but I don't think that's what you can do.
Okay, I can't think of anything else we need to do. And I don't want to make anything take too long, but I do have to get this done in order to be just slightly more useful.
Right. Well, how about you do your thing. You do you need to do this anywhere in particular? Do you need to be at the college? Do you need to do it in your room with some quiet? What do you prefer?
So yeah, somewhere
think
where I
you-
won't get too disturbed. What, Candace?
I think you asked this morning already, and I think
All right.
I believe if I remember correctly, she said yeah, she needs somewhere quiet so she wouldn't be disturbed.
Yeah, it's easy to get distracted when people are going crazy and the world is dying around you. So if I can put myself in a room where I can focus just for, you know, 4 hours or so.
Do we want to leave once the sun has set? Travel under the stars?
I bet
That
you do.
sounds shady.
That could get a little bit treacherous with
What?
wolves and all.
Why does that sound? Amelia just like looks completely taken aback by the unanimous reactions. Why does that sound shady?
I think he was making a joke.
Pearl
well,
doesn't
well.
have night vision, dark vision.
Yeah.
That's a good
Well,
point, actually.
Then that's when you use lanterns or travel. Oh, DM.
Do you
the
have a
question
lantern?
from
Sorry.
the last campaign? What's the moon like? What phase
Uh,
of the moon are we in?
Currently, oh boy, let me get my. You know, it's so funny having a paladin who follows Celestian. I had to write things on a map.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
On
track
a
that anymore.
calendar.
I'm preempting the whole were shark conversation by just following this from day one.
If anybody
Alright,
here
which one
becomes
of
a
you
were
fuckers?
shark, I'm dispelling you immediately.
I've never really, while he's looking that up, I've never really traveled at night. It was just, it seemed like a interesting idea, but if wolves
Yeah.
seems
Yeah.
problematic, I
I mean,
also
it
can't
is
see in the dark.
interesting. Oh, you cannot see in the dark. Oh, well, yeah.
Oh
that
wait,
makes
no,
sense.
yes I can. I looked in the wrong spot. Well,
Okay, good.
sorry,
Well,
I looked under
there's
proficiencies, not senses.
yeah, there are a lot of creatures that tend to hunt at night. Uh, I mean, we are a pretty capable group here, but after a while, it kind of gets a little bit, you know, daunting.
To answer your question, Amelia, and I'm just going to give moon phases to you because of your very existence. It is currently a waxing crescent, which does not shed much light.
No,
I
no,
think-
that makes sense.
However, within the church, a crescent, whether it is waxing or waning, is always looked at as a good omen for travel. Do with that what you will.
Noted. I love it.
These are some mixed messages.
I
Oh,
didn't even
it-
say anything. I just gave him a dirty look. He's like, I'm not forcing you guys.
Just because it's a good omen for travel doesn't mean travel in the middle of the night. Y'all should in fact talk me out of that. That's a horrid idea. I are there a lot of predators near here?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, the ones I
wouldn't know
listed
about-
yesterday.
I don't know too much about near here, but I know my kind in particular go out during the night.
Yeah, why don't you do this, you guys? Why doesn't, because Dent, you're from the east, Amelia, you're from the south, so Payne, you traveled this way at least once, so Payne, Canes, and Lyra, why don't you all give me, nature checks? Okay.
Mine's a. Why did it roll survival? Mine's a 20.
20? Okay. Damn, you've got a high survival.
Oh, it's
bonus-
13.
or-
No, I lied. Sorry, I saw 17. I can't see the actual number on my dice because I'm using Big B's hand. So I thought it
So
was.
yours a 15 then?
Yeah, it's a 15.
15? Okay, 15's still fine. So yeah, Payne, you didn't really encounter a whole lot of wildlife on your journey to Willow Hollow. Lyra, it is very rare that you leave the confines of the city far enough to encounter wildlife that's not kept away by guards. Kane is, on the other hand, is, you know, kind of a wild animal in himself. Kane, as you would know that going west, and my assumption is that you probably still wouldn't have gone that far, but at least around Willow Hollow, there are definitely things like wolves, hawks, vultures, which aren't really gonna pick on you per se. But like once you cross the bridge that leads from Willow Hollow out into like Durin Moor territory, it's pretty common knowledge that like there are goblinoid bands that roam that wasteland, which is why nobody settled it. but that's really about it. Besides, like, you know, the normal wildlife that would be considered prey and not predator. Bears too, on occasion, but they're much rarer than wolves.
Well, if we're feeling particularly unlucky, we could encounter some bears, maybe some wolves. If we're extremely unlucky, we'll encounter goblins.
Yeah, I came from that direction, and there wasn't a lot of wildlife that, I mean, not that I'm sneaky or anything, but I went through all my dry rations and got caught by some goblins. You know, dealt with them, whatever, but not a lot of good out there.
Right. So, yeah. So traveling at night. If we need some, if you want some, you know, starlight, maybe we can leave early in the morning, maybe just before the sun comes up. But I think like traveling overnight is probably a terrible, terrible idea.
It sounds like it's a no, Amelia.
I am well aware that I don't have much experience in that regard. I'll follow your judgment there.
But like I said, we can leave before the sun rises if you know, if that works well enough. I mean, we should still be able to see some moonlight and some starlight, but still
I'll
get.
I'll spend some time outside again tonight, I think. It's odd not being near the stars at night. Being inside like this.
You
There
see
is
yourself
something
gonna
in the
enjoy the
sun.
bed.
I heard echoes. I did not hear any actual words that were said there.
Sorry, Denji, you can go.
I was just saying, there is something about sleeping under full sky stars. I will say that. Something peaceful about it.
I find it very disconcerting. I might sleep under the wagon.
Why do you find it disconcerting?
You're from the underground, right?
I spent 99% of my life with a ceiling over my head, whether it was 100 feet up or, you know, there's not a lot of stars underground.
Let's see how that would make you feel a little. What's the word? Agoraphobic, maybe, perhaps.
Do you know the stories that are told by the stars, Payne?
Wait, now you're telling me those things? No, I know those things don't speak. What kind of stories do the stars tell you?
You're talking about constellations?
At that point, Lyra's mouth kind of drops open at agoraphobic and constellations coming out of Dench of all people. She's like,
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't say it. I was gonna be like, Dench, that was the biggest word I heard come out of your mouth.
those good job, Dench.
Oh, well, thank you. I can't say that I use those words regularly, but I've heard them from time to time. Seem to work in this scenario. I mean, constellations. Who hasn't heard the word constellation before?
I'm sure people without ears.
Well, yeah, I guess there's that.
Well, to get us back on track here, we have half of the day left. Lyra is using her half of a day. I think we could get some shopping done and be ready to go. I mean, we could probably be ready to go in the morning, but why force it?
Well, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to be ready in the morning, as long as we have everything we need.
Okay, she'll stand up and kind of gather her things, and as she starts to step away from the table, she reaches over and grabs a little bun. I'll be back.
Okay,
I'm
so
going with her.
Gesturing to Lyra or to someone that's not
Lyra.
locking themselves in a room? Okay.
So Lyra and Kanas, you two head to the study chambers, where Lyra, my assumption is you are going to take the time to call on the echoes of the arcane weave that are whispering to you from your last long rest, and you are going to scribe your 2 new spells.
Yeah, and anybody who walks past the room would hear humming as well. Her humming, not like a humming sound, but her humming a tune.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Will be in front of the door.
Got it. On the outside, like guarding it. Okay, got it. Okay, so yeah, we'll just put a pause on you two. And what did I say the time was? Was it 2 hours apiece? 2 each, so 4 hours total. Okay, so if you are stuck there for the next 4 hours. You don't need to roll anything because this is a very, very peaceful environment. So, okay. Dench, Payne, and Amelia.
All right, so we could probably head down to the market and pick up what we need. I have about what?
Before Lyra starts too much, we should see if there's anything she needs.
She wandered off. I think she's fine.
Well,
Oh, you mean
she
for
did not
sure.
she didn't
Yeah.
have a bedroll, so.
Well, she lives here, so I'm gonna assume let's just assume she doesn't have anything, and then if we have an extra of something, then that's a good thing.
Never a bad idea to have extras.
Should we take stock of what we already have?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
I do have a bedroll. I have a mess kit, some rope. I do not have sausage links because I ate those.
I no longer have a meat on a stick either.
There's a tinderbox and water skin, so that's me.
Yeah, I'm pretty much okay myself. I've got a bedroll, a water skin, and a tinderbox, and a mess kit. But what I don't have is anything like dry rations. Now we did get what was it, 5 pounds of wheat or flour? I forget what it was then.
Flour.
Yeah.
Flour.
So I wouldn't say that I'm much of a cook, but I can take flour and water and mix it and make something. So I don't know if we want to spend money on dry rations or more like food prep sort of things.
Well, as far as dry rations go, and Amelia just kind of picks up her backpack that was next to her and just like takes out a fairly large pouch of rations, i.e. 14 pounds worth. I've got quite a few left. I figure this is probably enough to feed a person for a week, give or take.
Okay, and then we can supplement that with hunting. So we probably want a few more, maybe another, I don't know, 10 to 20 more rations. That would probably take up a little too much weight. We don't want to overburden Pearl here. So, DM question: the wagon itself can carry 400 pounds. Was it?
Yeah, so what it has on it right now with the flour, the bit and bridle, and the 14 days of feed means that you guys have 74 pounds left that can be added to the cart. That Pearl can pull.
Okay, so Pearl can pull 400 pounds.
Right, so her carrying capacity is 400.
Right, okay.
But with the weight of the cart itself and the 14 days of her feed plus the bit and bridle, which is on her, and the 5 pounds of flour, you've got 74 pounds left.
I just added a placeholder cart weight to Pearl to make that easier.
Yeah, that makes it easier. Okay.
If needed, I'll carry whatever I can to help make things easier.
Yeah, we can probably carry, maybe 5 days of rations on our persons, and then store the rest on the cart.
I do also have a lamp and tinderbox, though I've run out of oil, it seems.
So we'll put oil on the list.
Beyond that, all I have is my clothing, um, and basic weaponry, armor, shield, the javelins, things like that. And um, we were able to get a flask of holy water from Mr. Sorzana.
You needed a water skin, right?
Probably,
Thank you.
unless
You
we're
and
going to
Leela
be
also.
unless we're going to be traveling alongside a river stream for the entirety of it.
Just a quick
Yeah.
clarification. There, you did not get the holy water from Mistress Rosanna. You got it from the High Priestess. You guys have never met Mistress Rosanna.
Nope, yep, you're 100% right. I looked at the wrong name.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure that you guys don't like come back to her and like, hey, you gave us holy water before, and she's like, who the fuck are you people?
Nope, I appreciate that.
Quick, play it up. We know her.
So that was a good point, though. If we're not traveling near water, we might need to bring something to drink. A barrel of mead.
I'll admit something. I don't partake in the drink, but a barrel of at least some water skins and a barrel of meat for y'all would be fine. I'll just need to carry my own water for that.
Yeah, I mean, we drink mead and beer, but when you make a long journey and you have to store your water tends to get.
No, yeah, I know it could get it fouls. Yeah, no, I understand that, but yeah, I do not drink.
All right.
Sorry, it's a whole thing, but yeah, there's no alcohol for me. But if yeah, I'm not gonna say y'all can't drink, of course.
Let me look into that. I might have something that can help us with fouled up water.
Are you able to purify it? I know of some religious folks who can do that. Some people have that ability. Do you?
Ah, if I think real hard, I believe I could do that in a pinch. So yeah, given a little bit of time, I could get us some water.
Is this like a lira amount of time you need? Like you need like a night to ponder it?
That might be a DM and let me read the spell closer question.
I could as well, but it would. And she speaks real slow, like she's realizing this as she's saying it. I think I could as well, Celestian willing, but it would require prayer under the stars first before I could cast it.
Well, the likelihood of the water fouling overnight is unlikely, but over the course of 2 weeks, yes, it will. So
Yeah, so let's just say like a day's notice. I think we could take care of a water problem.
it'll at least keep us hydrated until we get to the river when we can refill it, and then probably need to purify it afterwards because then we're just getting into dirty, mucky river water.
Yeah. So maybe if we had like a small barrel of water to start, and then we can refill that barrel. I don't know, 5 gallons?
That should
Something about that size.
should probably be enough. Including the water skins that we have and we'll be
Yeah.
carrying.
Dunch, I gave what coin I had. Do we have enough to get a, well, non-living pearl for Lyra?
Well, I can say I do
Worse?
not because I only have 23 gold on me.
I think if we pooled the entire party's gold together, we would not have enough money to buy what we need to make the trip and the pearl.
Yeah, a pearl will be good to have. We'll just keep an eye open on in our travels to find one. Okay, so we need oil, we need dry rations. I don't know, 10 of those, maybe more.
How long are we expecting this to take? 10 days ish?
I think me and Dench were planning for a 2-week trip and hoping it takes less. So dry rations for everybody for a week, or is that too much?
Well, Amelia, you said how many? You said you had 7.
She checks. Yes.
Okay, and then ration is what, 1 pound per?
I believe it's 2, but let me
2
just
pounds
double
per.
check. It is
Because
2.
I have 7 and it's 14 pounds. It's normally, well, at least back home it was 2 gold or 2 days food for a gold.
All right. Well, we should probably prioritize the rations and the water barrel. Oil will probably need to go towards the end of the list. I'm sorry, I know you wanted that for the lantern, but if it comes down to it, we can't afford it.
There's not much light from the moon, but I don't think we'll need it, especially if we're traveling by day.
Agreed. Okay. All right. So then, prioritizing this list, we got water barrel, dry rations, 10 rations. I have. Actually, I should prioritize water skins over a bedroll. I'm sorry, Lyra, but okay.
So-
Water skins for you and Lyra. I'm sorry, for Amelia and Lyra. Bedroll for Lyra. And oil.
So just to make sure that we're on the the right page, we're getting enough dry rations. Everybody gets 1. Yeah. So 5 of us for a week, 7 days. So whatever that works out to be, right?
Well, I
Is that
suppose
what
maybe
you're saying?
I said 10, but I suppose if we already have 7, then we can just add another 7 to round it out for 14.
But that's, well, how much hunting do you think you'll be able to do?
Well, I'm going to try to hunt every day while we're out. I'm just sometimes game can be scarce. So I'm just planning on us never seeing a rabbit for 2 weeks.
Then wouldn't we need, if there's, we would need significantly more then. We would need 2 weeks of rations for each of us. Does Canis eat? Does he require food?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea how the
That's a
operate.
good question.
When we were in here before, was Canis eating? I
Yes.
don't think it was explicitly said. No, okay, so he was eating.
But I have no idea if it was just for the taste or if he actually requires it.
He is a living creature. He does require some sort of sustenance. Yep.
I've never seen a jackal talk, so I don't understand his situation.
Well, we should assume that he would. We would need 2 weeks of food for 5 of us then? That's going to be considerably more
But that's probably more
expensive.
than we can. It's probably more than we can carry too, with all the other things.
And that's why I was thinking a week for each of us. But maybe that's even too much. I don't know. I think that sounds okay.
All right, so I'm going to need somebody a little bit smarter than me to do the math on how many we need.
Dang it. I'll try.
So, are you guys planning on a week there and a week back? Is that what the just the rough estimate is at this point? So 14 apiece.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the plan.
Just trying not to do the math as not
So,
not
yeah.
intelligent characters.
Yeah. So 14 times 5 would be 70. You'd need 70 rations, which would be 140 pounds of rations.
Yeah, we can't
And
carry that.
half that in, that's 35 gold there.
Well, you
Just
haven't
in
talked to.
rations.
You also haven't talked to anybody to identify that price point yet. So.
Right. Or we
No,
don't even
but-
know if anybody has, 70 rations on hand. So we do also have the flour that we can turn into flatbread or whatever on the road.
How you got flour as well? You did say that. How far would that stretch?
Anybody thinking about it can make a survival check.
Oh, hey.
Okay. Yeah, so, well, now, Dench, having survived on rations for many years, knows that 2 pounds of flour could probably be stretched for one person for 4 days, if you're really, really stretching it. But because of the very low nutritional value, if nothing's added to it, yeah, I mean, you guys will probably, between the 5 of you, make a meal, maybe 2 out of it, if you're really desperate.
Okay, so I think I think we really need to prioritize hunting while we're out there because we couldn't carry everything we need. So I'll be looking for deer, for boar, any large game that I can find that's reasonable. We can eat some goblins if we need to.
Oh.
What?
Joking. I am joking. That is not.
Oh,
I am not serious. I am not serious.
I would think Canis would probably be a pretty good hunter. I bet he would be an
Oh
asset
yeah.
to helping.
I mean, if he's game, yeah, I think so. You'd at least be able to root out whatever trying to catch you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm no archer and I am hardly sneaky, so I'll do what I can.
I'm a little bit of both, so I can help with that at least. Most of the time, at least I am. Okay. So what do you think? Should we try to go for 10 or go for 7 instead for rations? I know because, like I said, we can't one afford weight and money wise 70 days or 70 rations.
So if we have 10 rations, that's 2 days for each of us. That's okay.
Yeah. And we'll try to dry out meats as we get them as well. And berries and forage and such. Okay. All right. I think we got a plan. Right. So anything else that we're gonna need that you guys can think of?
Uh, paper and something to write with.
Okay. Paper. Do you have what do you want? Like charcoal, or do you need ink? What do you need?
Something to write with in case we find another stone and can no longer communicate effectively.
Charcoal.
I don't want to try and fight through that again.
Oh, here's an idea. So the smiths, when they don't want to touch red hot metal, they have tongs and they grab the metal with the tongs. We get a pair of smith's tongs to grab the rocks or shards or anything else we don't want to touch.
Yeah, I like that. That's a brilliant idea. Okay, I like that. And when it comes to writing material, I mean, we can always just, burn a twig or something in the fire and bingo bango, we got some charcoal.
I think we'll manage.
Yeah. So paper, definitely. Okay. Uh, tongs, great idea. Paper, oil. Okay.
The oil you were removing from the list?
I'm not removing it. I'm just putting it lower priority on the list in case we don't have money. Because we need to feeding ourselves and hydrating ourselves as number one priority. All right.
Well,
So for
it should
good, I
probably
guess
start by seeing what's at the store then.
leave the general store as the way to go.
Most likely.
Yeah, and there is in town. It's Bulwark's General Goods, which is the only like true general store. All right. So you guys are gonna head out towards Bulwark's then. All right. Let me go ahead and.
Please.
It's like I was ready for you. Obviously, I know some of you aren't here, but just so that you can see the map.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys approach Bulwark's General Goods.
Is it locked or is it closed? Or
Oh,
is it
yeah,
just...
the door is closed, but I'll go ahead and open them because it is unlocked. It is business hours.
Oh, this is a cool map.
Okay, so you guys
Chest
enter.
over there?
You guys enter. There is actually quite a few people in here compared to most of the other places. People buying, picking up, adventuring gear, everything from backpacks. Yeah, don't pay any attention to the table with hands.
Concerning furniture around here, guys.
Yeah, it's all over. So you guys come in. The store itself is absolutely immaculate. I mean, it is like the most bougie general store you could possibly imagine. And the walls and tables are filled literally with everything from empty vials, backpacks, baskets, bedrolls. There's stacks of books, buckets, candles, torches, clothing. There's hourglasses, traps, locks, lanterns, mess kits, everything you could possibly want out of a general goods store, you do find here. And at the very far end, behind the counter, you guys notice an extremely elderly elven man, high elven man, who stands about 5'8" and all of 120 pounds max. He's kind of hunched over. He my note on my NPC sheet says that he easily has 1 foot in the grave. He's got like a general store owner's tunic with black suspenders. He is balding, and what hair he does have remaining is white and very, very thin. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. Mr. Thaniel Bulwark.
So being an elf, he's literally old as shit.
He is fucking ancient. Yeah. All right, so you guys approach. He kind of he's kind of half hunched over, and it looks like he's writing something in a ledger, kind of in front of where he is, and he kind of looks up, squints really, really hard. You see one of his ear tips kind of twitch. Oh, howdy, newcomers. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen one of your kind here. He kind of like glances back and forth between Payne and Dench. Well, I suppose that goes for the two of yous.
I was just about to ask which one of us.
Well, it's been a lot less longer since I've seen one of his kind here. And he points at Payne. But you... Oh, you're very strong. Look at you. Well, you're going adventuring. You need something to soothe the soul, strap around your back, or perhaps we... do you like meat?
As a matter of fact, I do have a fondness for meat. Yes, sir. Yeah, we are adventurers. We are looking to gather some supplies for a 2-week excursion way out west, there and back. I was hoping we could stock up at your fine establishment here. And I do have a list. I didn't write it down because I didn't have a pen and paper at the moment.
Well, that's all right if you got it. And he kind of looks at your eyes and then like up at your head. You know, up here. I just write it down in the ledger and we can kind of move forward.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, sir. My name's Dench, by the way. This is my friend Payne, and behind me is Amelia.
Payne? Well, that's an awful name. Do you live in agony?
No, sir, that's just what my parents decided to name me.
Well, bless their sweethearts. My name's Thaniel Bulwark, and this is my establishment for a very long time now. What can we do you for, Mr. Dench?
Yes, sir. We are looking for here's my list. We need a water barrel. We're going to need as many rations as maybe you can provide. I'm not sure how many you might have in your inventory, but we would like at least 10 rations. We need 2 water skins. We need 1 bedroll, some oil, I don't know how you measure out oil, jar of oil or
We sell them by
skin.
the pint. No, oh my goodness, you never put oil in skin. It'll seep right through, and boy, you put a tinder stick to it, and that thing'll blow you to kingdom come.
It's good to know, actually.
Dench, yeah, maybe we should get 2 pints.
Oh, that's you got me a wool gathering here. No, just a pint of oil, I suppose. However, it's contained. We need some paper. And do you by any chance have some tongs? The longer, the better.
Tongs, like for grilling?
blacksmith's tongs or
Blacksmith tools. Yeah.
Oh, well, we might have a kit around here somewhere, but you might be better off talking to a blacksmith for them. But let me see what I can fish up for you, Mr. Agony.
Datch, not to interrupt too much, but do we need one bedroll or two?
Oh, did you need a bedroll still? I'm sorry, I didn't know if you needed one.
I traveled with a blanket, and it is currently
Oh, right, it's in the thing.
yes.
Yeah, two bedrolls if you please, if you have them.
Oh, of course. And you said you're just looking for 10 rations?
If the price is reasonable, I mean we could hopefully. I, we're going to be traveling, and I'm going to be doing some hunting. But in the days that are scarce, we're going to need some rations. Yeah.
No, that's understandable. We got plenty. You had mentioned you were gonna need quite a bit. I thought you was talking somewhere in the ballpark of 40 or 50 or 60, but 10 is definitely doable.
I mean, ideally, we would like to, but we couldn't probably carry or afford that amount.
All right, understandable. You got yourselves a very specific load you can carry. No problem, no problem. He pulls a page open that's blank, and he starts kind of like writing down what you guys have asked for. All right, well, the 10
Do you
rations.
think? Oh, actually, I'm sorry, Amelia. Do you know if Lyra has a backpack?
Did you guys?
She wears one.
Yeah, you guys would notice she's got a backpack on.
Okay. Perhaps if there are torches in your inventory as well, that might be maybe in place of oil for your lamp. I mean, if oil is too expensive, then maybe torches might be a little bit more reasonable for us.
If the oil's too expensive, it's easy enough to go without. That would be nice to have. It's not needed.
Well, it's pretty standard. Both of them is. We're doing torches for about a copper apiece. They're pretty standard. They are also soaked in oil on account of them needing to be inflamed. As far as the oil's concerned, we're selling those a flask of them for a silver. So you tell me what you'd like.
And how many uses out of a flask?
Well, it just depends on how long you've got your lantern lit for. The torch only burns for probably about an hour. And, what kind of lantern are you using?
Just a standard one, nothing terribly fancy about it. And she'll show her lantern.
What kind of lantern is it?
It's the just the basic lamp.
It's just called lamp?
Lamp. Yep. A lamp burns oil as fuel to cast bright light to 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30. That's all it says.
Give me one sec. Well, that'll probably eat up a pint and... Oh, well, I suppose if you've got it turned way down... I suppose a flask, it is a pint. But, that'll probably eat it up in a couple of hours. Maybe 3 or 4 if you got it turned way down.
Yeah, but then if we have like a whole bunch of torches, that's an hour. So okay, the lamp will probably be our best bet. Yeah, lamp and oil. Okay.
All right. So how many flasks of oil are you looking for?
You said they're a silver piece.
1 silver apiece.
Well, 2, 3. What do you think, Amelia?
If we're going to be traveling by day, it would probably be needed mostly by Lyra if she needs to study by her books. Say 3.
All right, 3. And how much paper are you looking for? I do, well, this is the finest pressed elven paper. Made right here in Willowholler. I can do 'em for about 2 silver a sheet.
Do you have anything a little bit more rugged and ragged and,
Gods no. We hold ourselves to a much higher standard here in Willow Hollow, my friend.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend. I looking around your shop, you have a very, very amazing location here. But we're just looking just in case we needed to communicate to each other without, speaking. Is all. So just something like quick, like like scratch paper, or anything like that. But if you don't, if that's not here, then that's okay.
Well, there is, just up the road here. They got kind of leans in, a whole college full of them wizards, and I know they ain't got every single one of them tome pages filled up, so you just rap one on the head, take a couple of sheets out the tome, you get your scratch paper like that. Otherwise, I will not insult the printing presses here in Willowholler and sell anything subpar.
Oh, okay. All right. Good advice. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we should ask Lyra if her
Yeah.
book has any extra pages. Just asking, though.
Okay. All right. So maybe not no paper today.
All right. So we're looking at 1 barrel. You're talking a barrel. All right. That's a
Maybe five gallons if you have it.
5
got
gallons.
some
That's
cask.
a cask. Well, I'm no tavern, so I don't sell any casks. I do got barrels for water or mead,
yeah.
but that's they're very inexpensive. I could sell you a nice one for 2 gold, but they're awfully heavy when they're full. But they do hold about 40 gallons.
That's a lot. Okay.
Now,
Wondering if
on the
my
other,
boat can carry that again. Yeah.
I could sell you if you're looking. I could sell you a couple of big jugs. Those go for about 2 copper apiece, but they only hold about a gallon each, and they weigh about 4 pounds. They're thick clay.
Oh, that might be more what we're looking for. Actually, we don't need 40 gallons. I don't think my pearl can carry all that. But I think the jugs might work. Yeah. You said they
They're
how much a gold apiece?
No,
2 gold
no, I
apiece?
could sell you the clay jugs for about 2 copper apiece, and they weigh at full weight about 4 pounds.
Okay.
The rat. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, please. I interrupted you, sir.
If you're looking for 10 rations, well, I know you said you like meat. He looks down at Payne. And I'm assuming Mr. Agony Beard down here loves meat, knowing your kind and all. No offense. I happen to be married to a beautiful dwarven woman myself. But our ration kits are mostly dried fruits, leaf extract paste, and nuts. Is that gonna be okay by you fine gentlemen?
It'll
Well,
have
I mean, if I'm sorry, go ahead, Pin.
it'll just have to do.
Yeah. We will be doing some hunting while we're out. So
All right,
what you
excellent.
have is what we'll have to do. Yeah. Thank you,
Well,
sir.
with that being said, then I can do 'em for 3 silver apiece. So that'll be 30 silver, or 3 gold, however you like to pay for it, for the 10. And just 'cause I'm taking tally here in my ledger, how many of them jugs is you looking for?
said a gallon per, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 full would be 8 pounds, and then 10 rations would be 20 pounds. Yeah, I suppose 2 jugs, if. Yeah, I suppose we can afford that. 2 jugs.
All right. So we got 2 jugs, that's 4 copper. 10 rations, that's about 30 silver. We're looking at 2 bedrolls. Now the bedrolls, I'm not gonna lie, they're a little pricey for what they is, but they're 2 gold apiece. So I could do them for 4 gold for the lot.
Okay.
The pints of oil, you're looking for 3, so that's 3 silver. And the last thing you mentioned, you said you're looking for some water skins, is that right?
That's correct, sir, yeah.
Alright, so I can do as many water skins as you need so long as you ain't trying to water an entire army. We're looking at
No,
2 silver apiece.
Okay, that'd be perfect. Yeah, just 2 for one companion is here and another one that will join us on the road.
All right. So let me just do a quick tally here. So, you looking for anything else before I tally this up?
Do you have any?
I'm sorry,
boxes?
sweetheart. You're gonna have to step closer. I don't hear as good as I used to. You come on up to the counter now.
And she'll absolutely do so. Sorry. Do you
My
happen to have
gods,
any
you are
steel-
beautiful. Look at you. Look at you in that armor. That's shiny. Good for you. Follower of Celestian, yeah?
Yes, sir.
You new here at the church in town?
New to this town. I've never really traveled before, hence the need for supplies.
My goodness, I knew your accent wasn't from round here. Where are you from?
Holden Glen.
Holden Glen. You know, I went to a festival probably about 450 years ago down in Holden Glen. Good town, nice people, simple way of living.
Very, very different, but it will always be home.
All right, good for you. Stay true to your heart. All right, I apologize. I cut you off. What was you saying now?
He smiles. Oh, nothing to apologize for. Do you have a box or some other container we might be able to use to put things in on the road as we find them?
I mean, are you looking for a crate, a chest, just like a jewelry box? What size box are you looking for?
A jewelry
Probably
box with,
chest size?
well, that would work.
Mhm.
Small chest, jewelry box, something like that.
All right. Well, I could. Now, here's the thing: a full chest is gonna weigh about 25 pounds. I know you said something about being kind of strict on weight, but a jewelry box. I could do a jewelry box. Yeah, I could do a jewelry box for you. Sure. I could do a small one. Let me take a look. I'm checking my ledger here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so a full chest would cost about 5 gold, and that's pretty basic without the lock. The jewelry box, I could do that for, well, kind of looks Amelia up and down. Not creepily. You know, he's pretty old. It's kind of creepy, but not not intentionally creepy. It's like he's straining to actually physically see her. For you, as a welcome to Willow Hollow special, I'd do it for 8 silver.
And
Going
how big is
to-
this box?
Well, give me one moment. He reaches. He kind of like takes a couple decrepit steps, and then like as he like hunches over, you hear like audible cracking of the vertebrae in his spine. He's like, "Oh, boy, I've needed that for 200 years." He takes something out from underneath the counter, sets it up next to the ledger, and it's just a small jewelry box, probably about 10 inches by 6 inches deep and probably 5 inches tall, somewhere right around there. Made of wood with a little silver clasp on the front. It's nothing fancy, but he opens it up too, and it's lined with what probably looks like faux velvet.
That would probably be perfect. Do we have the coin for it? Dunch kind of looks up.
You guys bought the last stuff. To be honest, I didn't put a penny in towards Pearl. I'll take care of this.
I mean, I do have group money in my inventory currently too, so I think I have Lyra's money as well.
Well, we'll see what the total is, but I'm pretty sure I got this one.
Yeah.
Then
I have
yes,
somebody's
that
money. I
jewelry
don't know.
box would be perfect. She does speak up so he can hear her too.
Yeah, he says, all right, we'll add that to the tab. Anything else I should know on this ledger before I bring it to a roaring boil?
No, sir. I think that's about everything we need. You've been very accommodating so far.
Well, that is my job. If I was an accommodating young man, I would have been out of business centuries ago. At least I assume. All right, so we got 4. That's gonna be 4 and 3 is 7 gold. Plus the silver. 7 silver. Nope, I take that back. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 silver. And 4 copper. And that'll get you 2 clay jugs. I'll even fill them with nice, fresh Willow Hollow water for you. 10 rations. 2 water skins, also full. 2 bedrolls. And your jewelry box. Oh, excuse me, and your oil. Does that sound fair to you?
That sounds excellent. And Payne will hand him 8 gold.
Sorry, what was it? What was it? 8 gold.
It was 7 gold, 15 silver, 4 copper. But if he hands him 8 gold, then it's only 5 silver, 4 copper. So he counts out the 8 gold.
Okay. Then she'll hand over 2 more gold for filling up the water and all.
He takes the 2 gold and he just goes, "Oh, what? Now hold on. Now that's far too much, young man. You're fresh adventurers. I can't be taking all your money like that.
Well, I do appreciate you filling up the water for us. We would be pretty hard pressed in the wild finding fresh water like this.
Dench, how many arrows you got on your back right now? Minus the what in your, like whatever your regular quiver would have been.
Well, my plus 1 arrow quiver is 20 right now.
And you don't have any other arrows, or you're just carrying the plus 1s.
I have 19 more in my backpack. Yeah.
Okay. It says, shoot. Look, I don't know where y'all are headed, but and the water's really no problem. We got wells and springs here that are taken great care of. Why don't I do this? If y'all are going out into the wild, let me do you one favor, one little solid, since y'all want to be so generous. And he reaches under the table again, a couple more small cracks, and he pulls out this large like sawtoothed steel ring hunting trap, and sets it on the counter. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This weighs quite a bit, but I haven't had anybody interested in it in quite some time. So if you'd like to take it with you to make it a little bit easier, cause he kind of looks it through you. Again, I don't know how far you're going, but 10 rations only getting y'all a couple of days out and a couple of days back. So if you're interested, I'll happily give you this here hunting trap as a welcome gift.
Oh, that's more than kind of you. Thank you, sir.
It is very heavy, I got to warn you, but it does the job.
How heavy is it?
Is 25 pounds of like pure steel.
I'll carry it.
We should-
Payne
we
looks
should-
excited. He's like, I'll carry it.
Yeah.
We're catching
Yeah,
our
you
ass a
carry that.
bear.
That'll feed us for a while.
Yeah, y'all take that then. All right, so you guys go ahead and mark off the coins that you handed him, the 2 and then the 8, and then I don't know. That's right. You guys have like a party inventory. So there are 2 jugs, 10 rations, 2 full water skins, 2 bedrolls, 3 pints of oil, and the small jewelry box. You'll just have to add that as a custom item. It weighs a half a pound. Oh, excuse me, and the hunting trap.
Rations in there.
Okay.
What was the size on that jewelry box you said? Just so I can add to the notes.
I think it was 10 by 6 by 5. Length, width, and height, or depth, respectively. We'll just commit to that. He looks down as you guys are kind of like taking everything, and as you guys are marking stuff off your inventories here. If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Agony, and he switches to Dwarven, Payne, which Dench, you don't understand what he's saying. Amelia, you do. He says, and I mean absolutely no disrespect in calling you Agony, though I've not heard the dwarven name Payne in quite some time. If you don't mind me asking, from what clan do you hail? What is your surname? And yes, there's an audible shift in his accent.
Payne answers in Dwarvish and kind of pauses and Stoneback, sir.
Stoneback. He stops, thinks for a couple moments. Odd question for you. Are you from the West?
I am.
Have you met a gent by the name of Dalinar Mithrilfist, by any chance?
I have.
Well, I'm glad he was telling me the truth. He said that he's a hell of a bargainer, first and foremost. Second of all, I met him about a week ago. He was traveling east and left rather hastily, but stopped here first to stock up on supplies. He told me that there was a good possibility I should be expecting one of 3 at some point in time, that they would seem out of place on the surface. Not that most dwarves seem out of place on the surface, again, no offense, but he said something about Kolidzar's Cradle? Kolidzar's Cradle, I believe, which I'm very unfamiliar with. So you are number 2. I shall await number 3. And he puts his finger on 2 gold pieces, and he pushes them back towards you. That is on Mr. Mithrilfist.
Thank you, sir. It's greatly appreciated, and I'm glad to hear that my friend came through.
He was looking quite healthy.
Thank you again.
He switches back to common. Well, now that we all got all that out of the way, yes, hunting trap, clay jugs, water, rations, lots of nuts and dried berries and leaf paste. boy, you're in for a treat, aren't you, Mr. Dench?
Yeah. How do these taste? Are they?
Oh,
I'm
well,
not going to insult you. I mean, did you make them yourself, or is this?
no,
Just
no,
curious.
no. My wife made 'em, actually. She makes all of our rations here. We take the berries from the fields and dry 'em out into essentially the equivalent of a jerky. I promise if you think hard enough and chew long enough, it'll remind you of days of old.
Oh, okay. All right. I look forward to it then.
Word of caution, though, with the leaf paste. It does ferment very easily, so make sure that you bake it into something or mix it into warm or hot water.
Make kind of a stew out of it, you say?
Yeah, more or less, more or less. Otherwise, it's just, well, to be honest, and he looks up at the ceiling. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It tastes fucking terrible.
But we'll survive.
Oh, but you'll live all right. You'll live. You may come back a pound or two lighter, but it's pretty terrible.
I'm sure I've had to eat worse.
Right, so is there anything else I can do for you young adventurers?
No, sir. Well, I mean, I suppose we do still have an eye out for those tongs. Would
Oh,
you
the
recommend
tongs, the
anyone
tongs.
particular?
Give me, I'm sorry, my mind wandered and I got a little confused. Give me one moment.
Oh well, I mean, you suggested maybe we talk to a blacksmith about that. I don't know if you had a particular.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let
Business
me just
mind.
let me take a quick peek here. Let me take a quick peek here. He kind of starts slowly meandering. He's moving real slow.
Where's he going?
So he gets over to this table. He starts digging. There's like a bunch of tools on there. He picks up a couple hammers, chisels, sets them down, and he pulls out essentially what looks like a pair of like really rustic medieval looking forceps. They're just like the most basic version of a tong. It's like two iron spikes with a spike in the center that create an X and a couple of little hand things. And he's like, "Oh, by gods, I think I may have actually found one."
How long does it look? Does it look like?
Probably like 15 or 16 inches long. It's pretty standard. All right. I think I got what you need here. He sets it down. How do these look for you? They've been sitting in that kit for some time now. We don't sell many kits, especially to blacksmiths, because I'm kind of having blacksmiths. But if this is what you're looking for, I could do it for 5 silver.
Yeah, I believe that should suit us just fine. What, Payne? Do you agree, Amelia? Amelia?
That sounds great.
All right.
Amelia just nods.
All right then. Well, I suppose that'll do it here. We'll go ahead and whoever's going to pay, just go ahead and mark that off. And he kind of pushes him over to you.
Dench will hand over a gold. He doesn't have any silver.
He'll break it. What did I say? 5 silver. He'll break it. He'll pass you 5 back. 5 silver back.
What's the weight on the tongs?
It'll be 1 pound. Yeah, they're iron. And you can add them as a custom item. Thank you for asking. You guys know how much I love my weight encumbrance levels.
We are.
You're doing good.
Poor Pearl's going to be at 419.5 out of 420.
Yeah. She's gonna need to eat good. Alright, so, well, I think that about does it. He kind of signs. You see him sign his name in big, fancy elven cursive under the ledger. He dates it, and then he closes the book. Well, I think that concludes our business, unless there's something else I can do for y'all.
Oh, sir, that covers it. Thank you so much.
Alright, well, y'all ever find yourselves back here in Willowholler, You come and see me to stock up if you need anything else. I look forward to meeting you again, all three of you, Mr. Dench, Mr. Agony, and Miss. I'm sorry, it's slipping away from me. Amalia?
That's all right. Amelia.
Amelia, there we go. All right. And he kind of just nonchalantly picks up his mug, his clay mug of tea, and continues to just go about his existence.
So, quick question about the conversation. Was it like did it sound like Dorvish, Dalinar, Dorvish, or was it like
No, the name would have been no, the name would have probably yeah, no, the name would have translated across the board. Yeah, so yeah, you would have heard
you said like what do you say, like Mithril or something? Or
yeah, it's Mithril Fist. Dalinar Mithril Fist.
So for all intents and purposes, it just sounded like gobbledygook.
Yeah, it was gobbledygook. Well, I'll tell you what. Make an insight check. You could maybe insight the tone of the conversation.
Okay, if I can.
Oh, it was D&D Beyond being a
It's not
bitch.
even giving me the option.
If you want to roll a custom D20 and
I sent you something that might help with that, Dench, once you have some time.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
There you
Alright,
go.
and it's +0, so.
+0.
Oh,
okay.
wait, what? Why is it saying survival?
That's all right. It's not a big deal
Okay,
because
so
we'll take the
14.
D20, so 14. So yeah, the general tone of whatever he was saying was like hushed, intense whispers and intrigue. Then the name, and then he passed 2 gold back to him and seemed relieved. And then they ended the conversation. All right. So, where are y'all going from here?
Just to load up. Well, actually, we don't want to just keep everything on the cart because that shit'll get stolen.
Well, if you take it back to the Emerald Tower, they'll take care of it for you guys. They've got a spot there that they'll put guards on.
Yeah, so we're keeping Pearl and the cart in the stables in the Emerald Tower.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, maybe then stashing things there probably would be the best place for now.
Okay.
Bring it all the way up and all the way down.
Sure.
But she will. But then she will hold, I guess, the water skin for Lyra, and give Amelia her water skin.
And Payne definitely picked up the trap and put it on his back and is like, oh man, oh, this thing's so awesome. Oh my god, it's heavy.
That's a lot of metal, sir.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Okay, so is your guys' intention then to go back to the Emerald Tower?
I think so, yeah.
If
Go ahead.
well, is the plan just to wait for Lyra and leave tomorrow, or is there more stuff that we need to do today?
I mean, for me, there's nothing else for me. Just preparing my kit, and I would like to at some point get ready. I would like to at some point check in on the child again, but I don't think that's gonna. I may or may not even be able to get through again, but
I have a nervous excitement about leaving tomorrow and also an aching feeling in the back of my head that's like we're forgetting something important.
well, we very well may be.
We have a big metal trap. We'll be all right.
Well,
Kingdom's about to overheat here.
High Priestess Rosebloom extended an offer yesterday where if there was any extra time while in town, I could potentially help within the temple. If we have a few hours, I might go over there.
Yeah, sure. Hey, before you go though, since you were there part of the conversation, and I don't like priests that talk through windows at people, he spoke to me in Dwarven. A friend of mine had passed through town and left some money for me. But is essentially what it came down to.
Oh no, he stepped away.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Um,
Sorry, I'm just
Okay.
messing with my camera.
I caught some of it. My Dwarvish is far from fluent, but uh, thank you for explaining.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing. I don't want to hide stuff from you guys, so. Yeah.
All right, so we'll say then, for the sake of brevity, you guys are, two of you are heading back to the Emerald Tower. Amelia, you're going to the temple. Are you intending on doing anything specific at the temple, or just kind of offering your services?
I'm gonna do two things. One, on the way there, I'm gonna read this damn letter.
Okay.
And then two, I'm just offering services.
All right,
Can be a
let
good
me
little initiate.
give you... I'm going to send that to you, and it's in your handout inventory now, and not everybody else's, so enjoy that. I made it fancy too. I hope you like that. Okay, so Dench and Payne, you arrived back.
I don't like it. I hate it. Thank you.
We'll say, for the sake of brevity, you guys get Pearl set up. You get anything that you need stowed in that group inventory, which will be the wagon for now. There, Amelia, I'm gonna take you and put. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna keep you in the room because we're gonna sake of brevity some of this. You are happily accepted. As far as work is concerned, they cannot, by like church doctrine, put you on like healing duties and stuff like that, but they do show you like, hey, we need this cleaned, and wipe down the benches and scrub the basin of the holy water because there's mold on it and mildew and just stupid initiate shit. Essentially.
You know full well she's gonna do whatever she can without complaint.
Yep. Okay, so Payne and Dench, you are back here. What is it you guys are intending on doing? And you guys just let me know if you want to skip time.
I suppose if this is the day. This is the same day I tried to check on the child, right?
It is, yeah. You checked on
Checked
him this morning.
and then. Okay, so yeah, there's no point in trying again at this point, I think. Yeah, I guess like I said, he'll just kind of get his kind of kit ready, kind of strap everything down in the cart, brush down Pearl, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for Tench.
Yeah, and Payne doesn't have any special plans. Helping Dench get ready to go, and nothing in particular, really.
Okay, let me just take one note here, and then we'll move on. Actually, I'll get you guys set up here. So we'll, sake of brevity then, we're going to jump ahead about 4 hours. And we'll say, because it was 2:30, so 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys are coming together now for dinner. Lyra, you have succeeded in your scribing of spells. You can come out of the room, get yourself situated. Amelia, you know that it's getting about the time where Lyra said she was going to be done, and they're getting ready to prep for clergy dinner, which does not include you. So you are thanked very much for your service. You're given 5 pieces of silver, and you are kind of sent off for the afternoon.
She will rejoin the others then.
Okay, so again, for the sake of brevity, we'll say everybody has come back together. It's about 6:37 in the afternoon. I'll let you guys go, and I've got a few notes to take here. But I'm listening if you need me.
Lyra would walk in, where most people might look exhausted, drained, bored after 4 hours of like reading and writing and stuff. She actually looks refreshed almost.
And then Canis walks in and he looks bored, exhausted.
Well, you're looking chipper, Lyra.
There's just nothing like learning something new.
Nothing like a new book, huh?
Mm-hmm. How did it go?
Went
Oh,
well.
good.
Well,
We
yeah,
got
good.
lots of stuff.
What'd you get?
Oh, everything we talked
Well,
about.
well, we got you something special, Lyra.
Is
It's
it
in
a
a
donkey
jewelry
named
box.
Bedroll? Wait, it's in a jewelry box? Wait,
It's in a jewelry box. There's nothing in the jewelry box. We just got a jewelry box.
why do you keep doing this to me?
I don't know. I'm a terrible person. But we did get you a bedroll and a water skin.
And they're both actually the things that they sound like they are, and not some
They
kind of
are.
animal.
It's a bat named water skin, and it's a slug named bedroll. No, it's actually a bedroll and a water skin.
Oh, thank goodness, because I did not know how I was going to drink water out of a vat.
Just pull in one end and squeeze out the other.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
Let's not overthink this.
No, let's not think about it at all. I agree. So what I got was a couple of things. Number one, any language we come across, I will be able to understand now. I thought that might be useful in case there's something written on things, or
Very
maybe something around things that are speaking
when
weird
some
languages.
crazy, monstrous, possessed people are screaming crazy things. Yeah.
Right, right. And also, if we don't want to touch the crazy stone, or if we want to carry a lot of things, I can help with that for about an hour now, at a time.
What is that? What?
So, Tensor's floating disk. It's one of the most useful things and one of the most overlooked spells that exist. Basically, if we don't want to touch something, we don't have to. We just got to get it on the disc. I guess you have to touch it to get it on the disc. But then the
Well,
disc will follow me.
we did get tongs.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
perfect.
blacksmith tongs for
There you go.
picking up things we don't want to touch.
Yeah,
Payne's
so we pick
idea.
it up.
That was a fantastic idea.
It was a fantastic idea. It was a very good idea because now we can drop it on the disc and nobody has to touch it or go crazy unless it transfers through magic. And then I might go crazy, but this is for science, so it will let
How
us
long?
know.
How long can you do that? Indefinitely?
No, about so I can do it an hour at a time and I can do it 3 times a day. To take a short little break and kind of rest up a little. I can do it another time. So 4 hours in a day if I do nothing else.
Okay, so we use the disc to kind of float it over to our jewelry box. We plop it in, and then we don't have to touch it. Perfect.
We could do that, or we could just use the tongs.
Oh,
But
well,
my
yeah,
concern.
I mean, like,
So here's the. So is the jewelry box? Is it magical in some way?
not at all.
Because the backpack was also not magical, and it was on her back. So if we put the jewelry box on the disc, then nobody should be impacted.
Do we
Right.
remember how she got it into her backpack and the bedroll? Did she actually touch
We
it?
just kind of kicked it in there, right? We just
Amelia,
kinda,
how did you do that?
We folded it around because it was dripping in drool.
Oh right, it
We
was inside of it.
we did try not to touch it. It's very possible I brushed it, but my hope with the jewelry box was that if we find small fragments, we can store them in one spot instead of having them loose in anything else.
That makes sense. My thought with Tensor's floating disk is number one, Tensor was a genius. If you don't know about him, you should really read up because, I mean, nobody else thought about this. This was a super necessary thing. Even if you don't have crazy stones, if you just have a lot of loot or a really lazy party member, super helpful. But the only problem
very
with it,
specific.
well, it was in his notes. He may have had a very lazy party member. The only issue is it can't go across a cannon or a canyon or something. So, are you okay, Cadus?
Now I've got a question for Xavier, but you can finish your thing first.
Okay,
'Cause I don't
all
want
the
to stop you
relevance.
mid go. You say.
So it can't go across a canyon, and it can't get too far from me. But I don't really see that being an issue. We're not going across any canyons, as far as I know. And We're not going down into the craters, as far as I know, so we should be just fine. But wherever it's floating is where it stays floating. So if we do try to go dip down into a crater, then it will drop the crazy stone on us. Because it will disappear.
Okay, that's good to know.
Those are the rules. So says Tensor.
All right, Canis.
I think we can work with that.
So, Amelia had, as we said, mentioned the stone in her bag, and it was wrapped up. And she wasn't like directly touching the stone in any way. Is there like some way I can figure out if the tongs will actually help us? I'm not even gonna pretend I can figure out if a magic floating disc can somehow get Lyra. I'm not gonna.
I would say if you're looking for me to give you an answer on that, just make an intelligence check. Okay, so she put these stones in a backpack which was not directly carried by her, full stop, and she still went nuts. Do with that what you will.
Okay, then Kings will kind of speak up. So, as much as I don't want to stomp on the idea of tongs being a bad idea, Amelia had, as we mentioned, the cloth wrapped up and in her bag, which then she didn't directly carry it. She still went insane.
And Canis, one clarifying thing though. She didn't go crazy for about an hour after she had it on her person.
And from what you guys said, it only happened like an hour later after she picked it up. So, I don't know the tongs are probably only for carrying it temporarily. So if we want to maybe put it on the disc,
Oh,
I'm not even going to try and
yeah.
how to stop the disc, but if we want to carry it just with the tongs, it's probably not the best idea.
Oh no, we're not using the tongs to carry it all the way across, the kingdom. We're just using it, picking it up, plopping it into whatever container, preferably the jewelry box on the cart, which is only really connected to Pearl. And
Yeah, but
I
do we
mean,
want Pearl going crazy?
well, no, but
If I had to choose one person to go crazy,
yeah,
Pearl would be the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but then she
But
didn't take
I
off.
mean,
Yeah,
I
but then she
guess
didn't take off. We own her.
yeah, we named her.
No, but do we own
I
her?
think
Like
she
if she
belongs
runs
to
away, do we?
Finch.
we have. I mean, she does belong to us, but are you saying is there any identifying marks on her? Is that what you're saying? Like,
No, I was more concerned that like if she goes crazy and runs away, or goes crazy and we have to make decisions. Was someone here going to be really angry about that?
I mean,
I
we
think if she
enjoy the
goes
idea.
if she goes crazy, I haven't heard of any of the crazies running away from anybody. So I think if she goes crazy, we'll probably have to deal with it pretty quickly. I mean, if we don't want to move the stone, we could martial dispel it.
Yeah.
No, that would
We've-
just create smaller stones, most likely, and dust, which would
And
maybe shoot
martial
up to
dispel
50 in
them.
the air.
And
Have we figured out?
You can't martial dispel air pain. That's not how it works.
Listen, Martial
Just mortar
Dispel
and
is
pestle
really
this thing?
great. But hold on. So, do we know how far away, like how far we're gonna have to travel for sure yet?
150 miles, if I recall.
Okay,
Roughly
okay.
5 days. We're planning 7 days there, 7 days back.
Because my
Or
thought is
5 days
it's a
there,
long time.
2 days sitting around, 5 days back. Something like that. Math.
Why are we sitting around for 2 days?
Oh, in case we get tired.
We have
Well,
a
that's
rough
just in case things happen.
we have a rough idea of where the fragment may have fallen. We don't know precisely. We're going to have to
Yeah.
search for it.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Unless you have some kind of magic that can actually point us in the right direction. But is that what you need the pearl for?
No, the pearl would be for identifying it. I guess we should have had this conversation before I learned Tensor's floating disc. But Everybody
Oh, it's good
thinks
to
it's a
have, it
baby
sounds.
spell, which, first of all, rude. Second of all, it was invented by
I don't think anybody
Tensor.
said that.
There, we got it.
I think it'll
I
be a
was
really
gonna
good
s- I
spell
thought
to
it's
have, especially because we have this really big trap. Check this out. And he pulls a really big trap off his back.
It's like a fucking bear trap. It's like a bear paw trap. It's huge. It's like solid steel, iron teeth, a spring.
Goodness gracious. What are you,
Oh, I
what
don't
are you
like
planning
that.
to catch?
big.
I'm thinking
Big.
goblins.
Gob-
Yeah, anything hapless enough to walk into it. Yeah.
The hope was for using it to help with hunting, I think, not
Oh, yeah.
ensnaring helpless goblins. That's not something you're
What?
serious about, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that goblins are necessarily helpless. They can be pretty mean.
Well,
Well,
we'll
if we do
bait it
catch,
for other things. And if a goblin comes along, well, that's the goblin's fault.
I'm not going to eat a goblin. But if we do catch something bigger, the disc is perfect for that because it doesn't wobble. It'll follow exactly the right distance because Tensor hated imprecision. Did you know that once he expelled a student for reckless hovering? Probably,
They were,
allegedly. But it's not what?
You're over explaining.
Oh,
What does reckless hover? No, I mean, I think there's a reasonable amount of explanation that needs to happen. What the hell is reckless hovering?
well, don't bring it up to Tensor. He doesn't like it. It'll get you expelled.
Is he at the college?
So it's this.
Is he
Flipping to
still
this
alive at the
crossing.
college? Was he
No.
a teacher?
He was at a college, but not this one. It's only been like 5,000 years or so. You know what else is really good about it is it scales with the wizard too. So the stronger I get, the stronger it will get. And that's foresight by Tensor. Just saying. It's legacy.
Not to disrupt the explanation about one of the most underrated spells of all times. And she says it with a completely level tone, so completely level. I have a question about something that was we were discussing earlier about the ability to cleanse food, water, things like that. I if I don't know how your magic comes to you, Pain. I don't know entirely how mine works. I didn't know I could actually cast things earlier. Is that something that you would like me to try and ask for, or is that something that you think Moradine would be better at granting?
Payne's brow just kind of like furrowed and like, what is she? Does she really not get like? Hmm. I'll handle it.
Okay. I just you're a skilled creature or skilled healer, sorry. That was a cat thing.
Whoa. Racist. Racist. I know, I'm kidding.
Crater creatures.
Oh god, the crater creatures. That
That's
is
called
amazing.
foresight. Tensor didn't predict that.
Oh, he did. I just haven't gotten to it yet because you guys keep interrupting.
You're a skilled healer, and I don't want to detract from your ability to do that if needed. I'm not as good at explaining things as Lyra is.
I can study it for a little bit and then give a good explanation.
I think at some point, maybe not role played, but Payne would kind of give Amelia a. This is how clerics work, and this is where our powers come from, and kind of break it down for the best he would know how. Me, I wouldn't be good at that.
Could do that as a campfire thing if you guys want to at some point.
Yeah.
Just remind me.
I mean, if
Yep,
push
that
comes
would
to
be-
shove, we can always just boil the water.
My Martial Purify. That's what I'm talking about.
Martial Purify, yeah.
We need to give Marshall some love.
Coming from a martial character here.
Okay, so I don't want to interrupt roleplay at all, but is there anything else that you guys want to accomplish at the moment through this, or would you guys like to pass time to?
Lyra would approach Adench because he had said that he wanted to talk to her more about. Well, I don't think he actually.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We could do that as a side conversation.
Yeah.
But as far as like the group is concerned, or like the day or the city, does anybody want to do anything else? Okay, so why don't we go ahead? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lucy.
I know I kind of want to go over everything we've kind of learned from the stones, like the reactions and stuff so far. And to kind of, I guess, gather everyone's thoughts on it. But this will be like here. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Do it here. Yeah, please. Feel free to bring it up right now. We'll go ahead and go through that. Can you do me a favor? Can you move your mic just a little tiny bit closer? Because I'm hearing you're just so quiet.
Is that better now?
Yeah, you're just so far away. Fucking Africa is like so far away from where I'm
wasn't.
at that no, I'm just. No, it's like also 4 a.m. so you're quiet. But yeah, please feel free, Canis, to go ahead and take the lead on that one.
Before we I guess spread out and go do our things, and Lyra gets into more books. I kind of want to talk about everything we have learned so far, because there are some things that I'm a little bit confused about and would like to hear your opinion. So, we know about these rocks. We know they drive people crazy. We know that it has happened to some people in town. We know if they get knocked out via an attack or killed, their tongues just vanish or get taken.
Only if their spirit starts to fade, not just if they're knocked out, I think.
But the child was, I guess, knocked out.
And
He
still
lost his tongue anyway.
had a tongue until
Well,
later.
there was a difference. When I put him in that headlock, just had him pass out, he didn't lose his tongue. But as soon as he was hit by the spell, then he lost his tongue. But we were able to revive him, but his tongue was still gone. So the lethality of the attacks is what makes their tongue disappear.
Yes, that was one thing I was going to mention. However, the other thing is, this was just kind of, I guess, a summary of what we've discovered. What is actually bothering me is the two ways it seems to do things. Why is it taking tongues? I believe it's mainly so it keeps its secret, and it's also taking bodies like the dogs, and we don't really see the people. However, they're also attacking in public, and as we know, Amelia said she was told to make an effigy with the bodies, and we saw one in the house. So it's like this, it wants to be acknowledged, but it's trying not to be acknowledged yet. Which does give me the thought of it's building, I guess, presence, or maybe it's building fear.
It's a
I'm trying to figure out
twisted
maybe what.
abomination of faith in the
Well,
way that
that's-
spreads.
Yes, faith. But any high-powered entity is going to do the same thing. Like, do you know how many archmages bothered with practical spells? Almost none. They were all tear reality apart this and summon horrors that. Tensor said, no, actually, I'd like to survive the dungeon and bring
Lyra.
the gold home. Oh, sorry.
Can we please?
But in all honesty, I mean, if we think through it logically, anybody who's going to go through the trouble, whether they're here or not, because this is kind of a big deal. This level of energy, what it's able to do, I'm still really confused as to how that evil disembodied voice knew the things it knew. That's the most disconcerting part to me.
I'm not certain of this. I don't understand magic the way you do, but it was just there was no creature. It was a thread from probably from the effigy itself that connected to your leg. So it probably entered your own.
Canis, give me an Arcana check, please. Fuck, you smart son of a bitch. You might not have thumbs, but you got brains. You are totally certain, especially with as long as you spent with Lyra's grandfather and with Lyra, what you saw was a thread straight from the weave, meaning from the weave of arcane magic within the universe.
That, and I believe the thread itself, from what I've seen from you and your grandpa, and from stealing notes from other students, it that looked like something directly from the weave itself, from the arcane.
So what does
So-
that mean? That it's just magical in nature, or I mean, we kind of knew that, right?
Yeah, but if it's magical in nature, so I guess it does make sense because we've been calling these crazy stones. Well, some of us have been calling these crazy stones because people are acting downright crazy, right? It's affecting the psyche, it's impacting the psyche in some way. There's no reason that some type of linked magic or some type of residual magic that's set to go off at a certain time wouldn't be able to pull our psyche. We all have our histories and our backgrounds and the things that we push to the back of our minds so we don't think of them. Maybe that was meant to mess with us. Maybe it was like,
Or-
okay, find the thing that bothers this person the most, throw it at them.
More importantly, this rules out that it was divine magic, I believe.
That seems
So-
correct.
Because
Amelia Payne, are you able to mess with people's minds with your magic?
I
Oh.
don't think I'm the best
Well,
person
think
to ask
really
on anything there.
hard. Is there anything that you can think of when you think really hard that would mess with somebody's brain?
Not like we've seen. Sort of like who was in the chapel with us with the mage, where the high priestess. I've darn it. I've got Hogwarts on my brain, so it's stupefied. The gnome.
The spell you recognized was command. Yeah,
Command.
I know what you're looking for, but yeah.
I was thinking command, because that's the one I have. Yeah, I have command. I thought it was a different one that she used, but I couldn't think of the word. But anyway, yeah. So for like a short, very very short amount of time, I could command somebody to not or to do something within reason, but not like what we've seen. That these people have just completely lost it.
And Amelia and Payne, since you're both of the cloth, well, or the plate, go ahead and make religion checks for me, both of you. And if the other three of you, if any of you are proficient in religion, go ahead and make a religion check.
It is being really dumb right now, but that is the right modifier on it, so.
Okay. Nobody else is proficient in religion? Alright. Well, those are some shit rolls. Alright, disregard. We'll just go about our
Amelia's going
business.
to chime into what Payne's saying. I will I'd also add that I felt the presence of a fiend with. I'm certain of that. But as far as abilities granted by the gods that could alter someone's mind, you can change someone's thinking by lifting curses and afflictions. But I think if I wanted to, if Celestian willed it, I could compel someone to fight, I think, to not be able to turn to another. It's not something I can do now, but I think I probably could do that.
But there's no mind probing capabilities that you're aware of. Nothing where you can find deep, dark secrets and so on.
I could ask, maybe, Priestess Rosebloom knows, or the Post Watcher knows, or, but I have no real idea.
I think what it comes down to is we're dealing with something a good bit above our understanding at this point, and a good bit more powerful. I just hope that we don't run into exactly the thing doing this.
I think we most likely will.
Yeah, I think we
Maybe,
should,
eventually.
Next location.
we should expect to.
Yeah, but we should probably keep in mind that it might not be a divine being as we think it is, or thought it was, or an infernal one, but it might be magical. Extremely powerful, but magical.
Perhaps.
So, number one, we need to remember logic. If crazy shit is happening, it's probably the entity trying to mess with us. But that doesn't mean it's not real either. Right? So, we need to make sure if you start to feel like you're losing control of limbs or thinking really strange out of character thoughts, make sure you say something before you kill a high priestess. Or attempt to.
I assume she didn't really have a moment to do that, right?
I also
Amelia.
think that one wasn't in her control. It was like a command or.
Yep.
Stacy does this, like you've said.
Yeah. Amelia looks down and kind of is fiddling with the holy symbol a little bit. There wasn't time. I was asked. In one moment, I was asking her for help, and then in the next, I was thinking back on wanting their blood.
When you had that crazy voice in your head, were you able to, like, you know how you have the voice in your head that you talk with when you're thinking? Were you able to sort of yell at it, or was that, like, muted too?
I felt like I was myself, but who myself was is not who I am now.
Were you able to put up a fight, though? Was there any
Why
chance
would-
to put up a fight?
Why would I have wanted to? That would have meant fighting against getting that death and blood and fear that I
No, yeah, sure, I understand the compulsion, but just the direct answer. Did you feel like you had an opportunity to say no at any point?
Yeah, and Amelia, to be clear, like you felt the rage bubbling inside of you, but based on your very nature, you tried to fight it off, and it just fucking it was like an ocean swell, and you could not resist it in that moment. But you tried.
I am aware that I kind of tried and just didn't.
Oh,
that
absolutely, because
Okay.
you know damn well, by your very nature, by the nature of your beliefs, and by the nature of your oath, you felt it coming. It was like a tidal wave, and you were standing on the shore, watching it crash down upon you, and you braced for it, and it just overtook you. And then after that, you you did not resist. You embraced. You drank it in because it was in you.
I I think I tried, but there wasn't anything that I could do uh, about it. It was stronger than anything that I've could even imagine.
But there was a
But
chance.
I I think if there was someone stronger, they might have been able to. Yes.
Okay. My mom tells me I need to be careful with people who are directly post-traumatic experience, and I apologize because I did not consider my words. I was not accusing you purposely doing that. And nor was I saying that I don't think you are strong. You were the first person cognitive of what was happening who can now give us this recollection. So, in a way, it's good that you failed, even though it might not feel like it now. But this is all going to help us down the road because now you've experienced it and we kind of know what to look for. So, try to use that, guys. If you start to feel craziness taking
Happened
over, I guess.
in an instant, though. I will.
And
It
that
just
was the first and only time you felt that, right? And you didn't feel it any other time on the way up from the house.
she nods.
That's a good question. Do you know how long it took you to get there and everything before it happened? Have we actually figured that out to the moment?
I mean, it takes us about 20 minutes. It took us about 20 minutes to get to the estate, to the
How
at least the Emerald Tower. But
how long was it in your
We've been
possession before that?
we've been talking for a bit, and we'd gone around the building. Um,
Kane
I
is
don't
with your
I don't
intelligence
know. We've been talking
score.
for some time.
You know it was about an hour.
Well, if I put everything together, I'd say it's about an hour. From what
Okay.
you guys have told me.
okay, so it
what
gives
I
a
was there
burst
for.
of hate energy every hour or so.
Potentially, which is a good thing because it might help us save Pearl. I mean, do we So I guess the question is, or I guess the plan we should make is maybe we hand it off every 45 minutes, right? I don't want Pearl to go nuts. Plus, another thought is if Pearl goes nuts and the crazy stones are all on the cart and she takes off, then we've lost all of them and others are getting exposed to it. We need to make sure we have really good control over who's handling it, where it's at, and where it's going to end up. So, um,
If you take the stones, you probably shouldn't have your weaponry or other things that are needed.
right, which yeah, we can put that stuff on the cart and maybe even an additional, which this could work out nicely actually, an additional like respite could be I do summon Tensor's disc and we place it on there, assuming that this curse or I suspect this is a curse. It's not an illness. I know that for sure. So a curse seems more likely, but um, at least it's not an illness I've ever heard of on this plane. It could be extra planar, I guess. Anyway, we'll just call it deep space curse. I don't know how exactly it works, so it's possible it could still transport to me. through my connection to the disc, but not highly likely. Because I feel like I wish we had a bag of holding.
I feel like the thing that worked best was probably the holy water, but I am all for putting it either in the holy water or in the jewelry box and putting it in the back of the cart and nobody touching it.
I just don't like the idea of an animal that cannot tell us that it is starting to feel like it wants to kill us being the only one in contact with this thing.
Dench and Kane, actually Pain. uh, you don't even need to make a roll. I'll give it to you because you were the only one in the room with Amelia at the time. She did not have an opportunity to tell you she was feeling off. She was talking totally normal, stopped, took a deep breath in, and went fucking berserk.
There aren't any warning signs that anybody can tell. I mean, Amelia snapped, and I think the farthest we can keep it from ourselves, the better. And if that means sacrificing a horse to keep us safe, I'm willing to do that. But I also don't think Pearl will be in any danger because it's in the cart and she's connected to the cart by leather and wood.
That's a pretty
I
far
think she's
separation.
about as safe as any of us could be. I mean,
I
short
just,
of you putting it on your disc, but then you're connected by magic, like you said. I think the horse is the best option.
okay, let the record show. I think it's a bad idea based on our singular experience with this endeavor.
Well, I mean, I suppose think of it this way as, another experiment, a learning process. I mean,
I'm
I
just
don't want to
concerned.
put Pearl in danger, but
I mean, yes, I'm worried about Pearl, but also worried about if she takes off, what happens to those who become exposed to those
yeah.
crazy stones? I just
Well,
maybe
I
we'll get here
don't
and we won't
see
find
her
anything.
taking off. The dogs did not take off. Amelia did not take off. The little children did not take off. I think
Probably just want
if
to
the
murder the
horse
closest thing.
goes crazy, we're going to be fighting a horse. As crazy as that sounds, she's not going to run. I can almost guarantee that. And plus, we have 5 days to think about this, most
Yeah.
likely.
Well, you know her better than I do, so I'll have to take your word on it.
Only slightly, really. Let's be honest. We met her today.
She's a fighter.
She's a good girl. She is. Ugly as hell, but I mean, she's a mule, so.
I thought she was cute. Come on, Dench.
You thought
Okay,
she was a horse.
she's so ugly, she's cute. How about that?
Like them pug dog. I mean, we don't have pug dogs.
Oh, you got pug dogs in Kolazar's
the-
cradle now, man. You got them.
You know, my while Lyra used to spend time, I'd wander around, and I'd occasionally hear some of the students whispering, and when they said they saw, when they'd visit a girl or a guy or whoever they wanted to or are interested in, the others would ask, how were they? And they'd smile and say they had a great personality. Normally, when they'd say that, the other guys would start laughing because that would mean they're ugly as shit. So our Pearl has a
Wondering where
great
you're
personality.
going with this. Really wondering where you're going with this story. Yeah. She does have a great personality.
Out of character, that's a story my dad told me about nurses.
That is amazing. God bless your dad.
Okay, well, I think we know about as much as we can right now, which isn't a whole lot, but the more we encounter these things, the more we'll know. I really don't wish we didn't have to, but we will.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We can give ourselves as many precautions as we can for right now, but there's no guarantee until we know exactly what's safe and what isn't. And I think having it on a cot is as safe as we can get, aside from having it fly the entire way back.
And perhaps Pearl will be just stubborn enough to kick that wave away.
Maybe.
She will let us know if she does sense anything.
Maybe.
We're planning on leaving early, right?
Yeah. First thing in the morning. Well, first thing in the morning.
Actually, that's my dad doesn't need much sleep. I take a full night's rest. What about each of you? How does traveling work with that? Is that we keep I know we're going to want to keep watches for the wolves and things, but if you have to take time to study your magic, looks towards Lyra. And I know I'm going to want to spend some time in prayer. I'm assuming you're going to need to do much the same. How does that work? How do we expect that to work?
Well, we hobble Pearl first off. Post her to a tree, disconnect the wagon, and then we give her a feed, and then we set up camp. And those who need sleep. We'd probably do a 50-50 guard rotation. Maybe 2 on, the rest sleeping. Or, well, there's 5 of us, so that doesn't really work. So maybe 1 on, I don't know.
I mean, I'm
Ideally, there'd be a backup.
I'm more than willing to only at night for 4 hours stay awake to take watch. Any more than that, and I will fight you.
Okay, good to know.
I can't blame you there. I sleep like a rock. I have a morning prayer ritual that I do, so I just need some time in the morning to get myself around and should be fine. Normal amount of sleep, but I'll definitely take a watch.
I don't need any special accommodations. If need be, I'll take the shittiest watch in the middle of the night.
My kind are naturally nocturnal. We are more active during days of night or dawn.
I'll
That
help
being
you.
said, I'm a glorified house pet, so I have lost some of that.
He says with great disdain.
Oh no, I lived in
from his
comfort.
mouth.
Yeah. Look, he's used to being a lapdog, okay? Okay. I don't want to step on any RP toes because you guys are fucking rocking this out. is there any additional conversation that you guys want to have, or do we want to sake a brevity to the next morning post long rest? Oh, wait, no. There's a conversation between Lyra and Dench that I know is a private thing. And Amelia, what do you got? Because I see that finger. I know the cheek finger.
Yeah. My only thing is that I'm going to spend some time outside tonight before we leave under the stars, kind of just processing and doing, paladin-y things through
Okay.
that.
Give me 1 second because I have a special chart for what the skies are like tonight, minus the actual moon cycle.
The only other addition to that last conversation is at the end, Lyra would have said, Dench, if you'll teach me how to do a watch, I'll do a watch.
Okay. The skies are clear, Amelia. So it's partly cloudy. Excuse me, it's not partly cloudy. It is mostly clear, meaning very, very little in the sky. However, it is only a waxing crescent moon, so or waning, whatever it was. It's crescent moon, so there's not a whole lot of light. Crescent moon. I forgot if it's to the left or the right. But the night is peaceful, and you can still see the stars. There's not a lot of light pollution in a place where pretty much everybody has dark vision. And even the arcane lights are pretty dimmed at night. So you spend a good portion of the evening looking up into the stars. You... Give me one
moment. A lot of her prayers would be for about Alara, for that, and making sure that asking for her travels, her path to be clear, and then a little bit for the, if I'm going to accept this other oath in your name, let me do a good job of it kind of thing. But a lot of it's the please have nice paths, nice travels for all of the important people kind of thing.
Okay, go ahead and make a religion check with advantage, please.
I wasn't expecting dice rolls. Oh no.
I love dice rolls. Okay, 20. Well, 20 is pretty fucking good. That's not bad. Alright, so. In the stars, this image appears. And you see it point to the west, which is where you've seen it before. As you begin to pray, as you spot the sign, the constellation itself, you begin to pray for Alara, her safe travels. It stops. And you see the entire constellation point about 20 degrees to the southwest. And it flashes once in silver. And as you blink, because what the fuck did I just see? It is facing back to the west again, as you had seen it before. So enjoy your night. Okay, we had, let's see. So Amelia, I'm just gonna put you guys in. I'm gonna put you in your rooms, because I believe we had. Payne, did you have anything that you had specific that you wanted to do tonight? Like through the rest, or
no, nothing special. Okay. Maybe Payne would go take a bath, eat a little extra food.
Hell yeah!
Going on a trip.
Yeah, the water elementals they heat it up as soon as you walk in. They put their dirty water elemental arms down into the tub. They purify it, and then they like heat up, and it starts to steam and bubble. It's amazing, honestly. This is like you had there are dwarven bathhouses even underground, but they're like it's like watching a bunch of those what are those monkeys called up in the Japanese mountains, like the ones that are like really light furred and they sit in steam pools. Are they macaque? No, they're not macaques. I can't remember what they're called. I'm gonna get a picture and show you. But yeah, it's like that. They're like natural occurring hot springs, like sulfuric hot springs. So it's amazing. and your beard is just fucking beautiful at this point. Two baths in 2 days, like this is you're living the you're living the bougie life.
Right, by the way, we're macaques. Was macaques.
Is it
Yeah,
macaques?
yeah.
Holy shit! Wow. Listen, I watch a
Just
lot
Googled
of
steam monkey.
I watch a lot of documentaries. So I may have what?
Is that the ones with the noses? Or are
No,
those different ones?
no. That's not the ones
Like
with the
red
noses.
faces.
Yeah. They're macaques. They're very light furred, tan, or they've got like pale faces. Beautiful, beautiful monkeys.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. I am really surprised I got that right on the first shot. Okay. Anyways, Canis, are you in Lyra's room with her?
Yes.
Okay. So Amelia,
I'd like to think.
Go ahead,
She
go ahead.
said before, I'm probably sometimes her teddy bear.
oh, you're cuddling?
Well, yeah, I'd like to think that sometimes she just drags me closer.
Oh, okay, I got you. So yeah, well, you're cuddling, but not willingly. This bitch has got you by a.
She
yeah,
did it
she's got
in
you.
the pews too.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so Amelia's out indulging in the stars and reveling in her potential nightmare. Pain is indulging in the hot springs of the Emerald Tower, and I will allow then you, Lyra and Canis, you guys are kind of settling in, getting yourselves into nighttime gear, and you and Dench can go ahead.
So yeah, after a while, like after we kind of all disperse and whatnot, Dench probably would take some time to kind of like, clean himself off a little bit, kind of get down into his regular traveling clothes, out of his armor and all that, and you'll hear a knock on your door, Lyra.
Yeah, she'd answer it when she sees that it's you. She would say, "Oh, so the official records say disciplinary disagreement regarding spatial control, but that reckless hovering, it's the same thing, really."
What?
You
Oh,
asked-
About the disc again.
the disc. Oh,
Yeah, you had an unanswered question. I can't stand those. It's like when you start
Oh.
singing a song and you don't finish.
yeah.
Let him ask the question first, please.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. You completely dumbstruck me with that. I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about. Do you have a moment to talk? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Canis, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. If you need me, I'll be here.
Okay. She'll step out and close the door because she knows that Canis gets bored with conversations.
Do you wanna walk and talk? Do you want to join me in my room somewhere private to talk? I just I noticed your expression the past day or so.
Uh, either one. Is outside better for these conversations, or?
I find fresh air sometimes helps. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dench will walk outside of the palace, and so you had asked me the other night how I deal with certain things in my past. I suppose you're that was in regards to the child. How are you doing with that? I can't imagine well.
I mean, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've never killed anyone before. It was technically my spell that injured the student in school, but I mean, once they brought him back, he even said it was his own fault because he was standing right where he knew he wasn't supposed to. It's just kind of when I started school, I never actually considered that I'd have to use what I was learning to. That's not true. I considered it, but I didn't think about it. And to be fair, each time I've killed something, it's been with, and she'll pat the scimitar on her hip. I guess she doesn't have it, but she'll pat where it would be. It's been with my scimitar, not magic. Oh, except pain, but I don't think that counts.
And again, that was an accident. He kind of, suppose, jumped in the way a little bit. That happens from time to time.
I guess kind of forced the finality on me, of my actions. It made me face my own mortality in that moment.
Hello.
She is so cute. I love her.
Me too.
The giggle as she walked away.
Yeah. 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 I know what you mean. I've dealt with this more times than I'd like to count, and I wish I could tell you that it gets easier. I suppose it's a good thing that it doesn't get easier, because then you probably got some problems. But like I said before, the best thing you can do is, you do good by the person who is affected, and you learn from your mistake, and then you try to move on.
That's why I was late today.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything. So I kept looking and I still didn't find anything. Now it kind of feels like I killed them twice.
Yeah. Another. I suppose I should. I could. You mind? When I was in the God, I had a situation where a child was killed. I did everything I could, but the child died. And my reaction to that was to, well, one of my reactions to that was to bury myself. At one point, I thought literally was probably the best way to do it. But aside from that, I buried myself in the bottle. Obviously, that's not a healthy way to go about that situation. But I did it. I buried myself. I blamed myself every day for that child. Eventually, I was helped by a good friend who told me that things can happen in the world, but it's not always your responsibility. But what is your responsibility is how you honor those who passed. You know what I mean?
I think so, but it sounds like in your situation, correct me if I'm wrong, it was an accidental child killing. And in mine, it was very much on purpose. And we maybe could have saved them.
I suppose that's just a matter of perspective, really. My scenario, my inaction is what killed the child. Just as well as me pulling the trigger.
So, in school, they taught us you don't get to wear the big armor or carry the shield or whatever unless you specifically learn that. So, I guess now that I've been through it, it's literally a kill or be killed mentality, which I just kind of went into without thinking. Is it going to hurt like this every time, or is it only kids?
I wish I could. I wish I could say with certainty yes or no. Like I said, if it gets easier for you to kill another, person, maybe you do need to kind of reevaluate your mentality, and then maybe we need to see if you still have a tongue in your head. But for me, no, it never got easier. Every life that I took, I felt took a little bit out of me until it finally broke me. I've been spending the past 2 years of my life building myself back up.
Long time.
Yeah.
Did you have to do it by yourself?
No, I did not.
You had your friend.
I had a friend.
Okay.
He was well. He was a cleric, brother Elric. So he found me at my lowest, and he helped me through. But it was clear that I couldn't do it on my own.
So you got Faith then? Faith helped you?
I wouldn't say I'm a very godly man. I wouldn't say that was faith that helped me so much as somebody who was willing to lend an ear and give some advice.
That's
Give me
actually
kindness, really, what it boiled down to.
it's actually really good news because if we're taking down a list of people with a lot of faith, don't put me on that one.
As we've noticed, you could be a person of faith and still be an absolute dickhead.
Yeah, the window priest.
Yeah. I've seen my fair share of, you know, kind and gentle priests. I've seen my fair share of complete dickheads, but equal opportunity assholes really is what people are.
They should teach that at
But
school.
yeah, well, that's something you don't learn in school. That's something you learn in the real world. But the fact that there are people who are willing to give you a moment, give you an ear, give you kindness, those are the people who will really help you with these situations. And that's what I'm trying to be here for you, Lyra.
For what it's worth, I think it's working, and I appreciate it. I don't know if you've noticed, but despite being top of my class, I'm not exactly the most loved member of town.
I mean, you haven't been driven out of town, so I mean, you got that going for you.
No, but I'm not
Can't be all that bad.
exactly as popular as Tensor.
Well, I mean, you said he lived 5,000 years ago, right? So I mean,
Yeah, he raised that bar pretty high, that's for sure.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
what I'm trying to say, I'm not good at this, but my mom told me I need to work on it. I thank you. And I will try not to be a giant crybaby every time I kill someone. But I also won't enjoy it.
listen, one thing, the most important thing that Brother Elric told me was it's okay to not be okay from time to time. You have to accept yourself. You have to accept the fact that sometimes you need a fucking moment. Sometimes you need to act, but sometimes in moments like these, it's okay to not be okay. You can talk to me.
I will probably take you up on that. Canis, I know he seems like bored all the time, and he's really wise and everything, but he was with my grandfather for a long time, and he's seen a lot, and he knows what my grandfather was capable of. And I don't want to seem incapable.
Your grandfather was a powerful mage of some sort.
Yeah, with giant fucking shoe. Oh, sorry. Giant shoes.
Well, you can swear in front of me.
I mean, I'm not supposed to cuss, but I do it. Um, my mother says it's rude. Um, my grandfather literally, he got kicked out of the school because he wouldn't leave the school. They forced him to retire because he was so dedicated that when he hit the point that everybody else is like, I'm good, he kept going for way too long. And there are some days that I feel like I should just be done tomorrow.
You're young yet.
I know.
Think of all the good you can do in the world in the time you have.
I could tell everybody about Tensor.
Take a DM inspiration. What the fuck is it with you and Tensor?
Spread the word far and wide.
I've never had a player devote themselves so hard to Tensor just because they picked up one of his spells.
Is Tensor
Wait.
your god now?
Yeah,
No,
no
just-
shit. Our Lord and Savior
Paladin.
Tensor.
It's gonna be a wacky ride.
oh.
Wait, just
I got an
every
idea though.
spell.
Yes, multi-class paladin and Tensor, who is just like, listen, you can create discs and huts.
I actually have had someone do that, but not for Tensor, but with
No.
Jim instead.
Jim?
Like Jim's magic missile or Jim's magic coin.
Mother of God.
Oh my god,
Yep.
I love it.
Just wait till I learn more spells, guys. It's gonna be great. I told Kevin I've had lore ready for weeks on this.
I love it.
Yeah. I know, and I also know that I'm sure at some point he had thoughts like these, but you would never ever guess it. And you know, I have the same last name and everything, so I'm doubting his first kill was a child. Actually, my first kill was a crazy dog, I guess.
Mine too. So my first dog was rabid. So I mean, slightly different, but pretty much the same.
Yeah, yours didn't turn into a blood creature, and then you had to kill it again, though, right?
It did not,
Oh,
thankfully.
good.
Yeah.
I know that I'm masking a lot with. I probably don't even have to say it, but I know I'm masking a lot with humor. I really do appreciate you taking the time. You are the first person to do something like that for me. So, Bard as a mother, you hide a lot and perform quite a bit. And my dad is a genius. It's really hard to get him away from the workstation, though.
Yeah,
Long enough to even
get
see
it.
someone feeling things.
I get it. And I mean, being a soldier, there's pretty much that expectation as well. Like, cram it all down, don't feel things, just do the job, and hope you don't crack. Honestly, that is. I have seen a lot of my friends, and I have been there, completely crumble under that kind of weight. So,
So it's not supposed to get easier. And you're not going to get annoyed if I talk to you every time.
absolutely not.
And to be clear,
Just as
Canis
long
is
as,
amazing.
yeah. Just as long as you're okay with me coming to you with these kind of problems as well, or the rest of the group.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm totally fine with that. I don't know if I can be quite as wise as you unless it's a very specific situation where they killed a dog that turned into a blood creature or killed a child, but
Listen, I'm not wise. I'm basically just regurgitating what I learned from Brother Ulrich. That's it.
that's wisdom though. Wisdom.
Tomato, tomato, I guess. I don't know.
Wisdom is using your past experiences to help your future self. And you're helping my future self too, so double wisdom.
Okay. Wisdom it is, I suppose.
If I ever come across as insulting, tell me. I don't want to be rude. It's not on purpose. Canis is
You're
good
fine.
about telling me.
You're fine. I've detected a slight or two, but just let it roll off my back. No sense in getting angry.
Yeah, I think I learned most of my etiquette from Canis. So you could probably blame him instead of me. Um, but yes, I'm happy to be here. I'm going to continue to do what I have to do to make sure we make it through. Um, and I will say that I feel like I've got a new song playing in my head, and I think that it's coming from, as strange as it might sound, I feel like it's coming from my scimitars, and that makes sense to me because that's been my most useful. If we don't count me accidentally killing Pain, my most useful tool when it comes to fighting. So I, you know, I guess I'm a lot like. I'm almost afraid to say it. I guess I'm a lot like Tensor. He didn't focus on the big, powerful kill things spells. He focused on the being the last one to survive spells. So maybe that's what I need to be doing.
Sometimes outliving your enemy is victory in itself.
Well, again, I do
You're
appreciate
gonna
it.
be okay. Yeah.
I hope so. We all need to be okay. This is a weird thing, and I know we've kind of heat and hawed our way through it so far, but this has been pretty intense, and I don't think it's going to get any less intense.
Very unlikely. Yeah. Definitely gonna see a lot more gnarly shit. Is it okay if I swear around you? I suppose I've been swearing all the time, and I just, whatever.
Oh, I don't think it's rude. My mother does. Just don't swear in front of my mother. Or do, but she
Okay.
might yell at you.
Okay. I'll try to remember that if we ever meet your mother.
I hope you don't.
Is she in town? Or is she.
She's working. She's an entertainer. She's pretty well known. Probably more well known than me, even though I'm top of my class.
Well, entertainers tend to travel, right? So, I mean, she's probably not around much, I assume.
Not home much, no.
Well, once we start traveling, I'm sure your name will get out there. So, Go along.
Hopefully for good things.
It will be. It will be. Don't worry.
Someday I'm going to create a spell. Almost as good as the floating disc.
It's a tall order from what I hear.
Oh, you know a tensor.
Please tell me all about Tensor.
You sure? Because there's a lot to know.
Well, the night is young and it's a nice night, so tell me all about it. Him, them, I don't know.
Him. And she'll go into like she'll say, you know, the disc ball is exactly 20 feet behind because Tensor believed that was the optimal range to avoid surprise attacks while still maintaining visual accountability. Other scholars say it's just how the spell works, but they're wrong. Tensor once wrote that a floating object that trembles betrays a trembling mind, and that's why the disc is perfectly stable, and also why he had no friends. Stuff like that.
And on, probably for another.
And on and on. And eventually she'd probably realize that I'm boring the shit out of him, and it would be a very sudden stop of facts, and be like, we should probably get rest before we leave tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. It was good talking to you, Lyra. You're gonna be okay, like I said.
Thanks for listening to that and all of the tensor facts, because I usually get about 3 words in and Canis stops me.
I can disassociate pretty well.
Good to know.
Okay.
Just kidding. It was very interesting. All right, good night.
All right, so we find ourselves back in the Emerald Tower. You guys, Cornelius is not awkwardly standing in the hallway. You guys bed down for a long rest, and you find yourselves. Oh, go ahead. Nope, sorry, Cadence, go ahead.
So as the Lyra comes to bed, and I guess just before they fall asleep, Canis will kind of say, by the way, in case it's bothering you, I, along with your grandfather, watched you grow up. I promise you, he'd be just as proud of you as I am. This is also a dream, and you never heard me say this. And then he'd go to sleep.
She would pull you in like a teddy bear, and you're getting snuggled for that one. That's what you get for being nice.
Because you don't have the strength to resist. I know you don't. Okay, so you guys rest through the evening, and you find yourselves awake at 6 a.m. It is an early morning because you guys know that you have to be up and at 'em early to prepare yourselves for the day. So we'll go ahead and say that you guys awake after a long rest. You can re-prepare spells if you need to, for those of you who do so, and for those of you who don't, breakfast is ready, and you find yourselves back in the main chamber of the Emerald Tower for breakfast, and breakfast is served.
I'm going to roll a singular hit dice.
I think Dench might have just like grabbed some breakfast quick from the table, like a loaf of bread or two, and then he probably would have rushed down to get Pearl ready.
Okay.
He would have let like one of the guards know in the room if they're there.
Yeah, and one of the guards would stop you, by the way, Dench, because you were the one who did the investigatory work the night or the day before, and he would just stop you really quickly as you're grabbing and running, and he'd go, excuse me, Dench, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
I wanted to let you know on behalf of Mr. Cornelius that there were some information was gathered from last night. We've identified who the child is, and I wanted to let you know, and he's reading through notes. The child is Lucas Thornell. He is the eldest son of the Thornell estate, and they've aged him at 9 years old.
My heart.
The one that they have upstairs.
Dench would yeah, he would take like he would pause for a moment, take like a really like kind of shaky breath. Okay.
He's still stable, and they are working feverishly, feverishly, on
Feverishly, yeah.
feverishly, yes, on bringing him back to what he was prior to your engagement. And he folds his notes up and puts them in his pocket.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be gone as soon as we can, but I suppose upon our arrival, yeah, I would like to know more information, or if it's possible, if a message could be sent to us via, magical means while we're on the road, if he makes a market improvement, or if he, if the other way, I'd like to know.
He nods. I'll send the message upstairs.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna grab a couple of these rolls, and what else is on the table? Like fruit and like, is there like
Yeah, there's
ham and whatnot?
there's fruit. There's a couple of small hams, a couple wedges of cheese, things like that. Water, tea.
I'm gonna grab a couple rolls, some a tea, and then like pound that back, burn the throat, and then grab some more food, and then when the rest of the team comes in, could you let them know that I'm preparing Pearl?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Okay, so the rest of the group then comes to breakfast, and Dench is not there, but one of the guards, as you are coming in, Amelia and Lyra and everybody else, he will just let you know. Mr. Payne, Mr. Dench is taking care of Pearl, and he's eaten. He's well taken care of for your notes.
Thank you. I was a little worried. She was gonna say this like sideways, I guess, to Canis. I was a little worried because I talked about Tensor a lot last night, and I thought maybe he left.
I'm sure Tensor wouldn't be the reason he leaves. It would take a lot more than that. He doesn't seem like the type.
No, that's true. That's true. He'll see it through. She's gonna grab some food.
Payne's not one for eating quickly, but I think he would get his fill and then go help Dench.
Okay. Yeah. So, does anybody else have anything pressing they want to do in the morning? First thing? Okay. Then, for the sake of brevity, we will say that you guys collectively have breakfast. You go out to the stables of the Emerald Tower, and you prepare Pearl for travel. And
So as people are coming down to the stables, Dench will be, with Pearl again, like kind of like combing her down, kind of talking quietly to her. He'll see the rest of you guys approach her. Ah, well, glad you all can make it. We got a long march ahead of us today, 25 miles at least. So I hope we got your most comfortable boots, all your water topped off. Hopefully you peed.
Oh, 1 second. Lyra will run back inside, come back out shortly after.
You know, I actually was joking about peeing. You can pee literally anywhere on the road.
What?
The world is your toilet, Lyra.
Oh no. Is it everybody else's toilet too?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
More often than you would like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wore the right boots then. Let's go.
That's why they call them shitwalkers.
Ooh.
People.
I think he made that one up.
No, I kind of did. They're called shit kickers, really.
I don't like either.
Kicking shit. Yeah.
I feel like that makes less sense than the other one.
Yeah, really. That's true.
All right, so you guys depart from Willow Hollow, and it is 9:57. So I think we'll go ahead and end here for tonight because that is a good spot. But we will go into your day's travel to the west towards the bridge, which is here. And yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up next week with session 10. Does anybody have any questions or anything clarifying that needs to be done beforehand?
Is Pearl a more early riser? Is she okay to roll out with us?
Yeah, she seems ready to roll. She was well fed overnight, and yeah, you guys are good to go as long as she is not overburdened. If she is, actually, you know what? That reminds me. What does your guys' weight look like on her? Is it full or is she just under?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Looks like the cart's at 413.
Okay, so she's good. She's good. Okay, so yeah, she takes off without issue, and yeah, she pulls at a standard pace. Now, I guess the question would be, do you guys want to move slower with the ability to potentially move stealthily? Do you want to move at a regular pace, which is going to cover more ground, or do you want to push her as hard as she can in order to cover more ground?
Regular right?
pace,
Yeah.
probably.
Regular
Yeah,
pace?
the 24 miles.
Okay.
One.
All right. Yep. So you guys move her. She has no problem moving at that pace. She did not overnight eat up a use of her rations because they fed her. So yeah, you guys take off and it's pretty easy going as long as nobody's riding. All right. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and call it there for the evening.
Awesome. Great session, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Tensor approved of this session.
Tensor did approve of the session. All right, yeah, we'll see you guys next weekend for session 10. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
See you next
Good night,
week.
everybody.
Have a good week.
See you later.
Bye bye.
All right, for those of you who are still hanging out with us, I appreciate that. Give me one moment.
Basically, same assigns for everything in this run here.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. We appreciate that. We're going to raid Tothmonra. We'll be back next week for session 10 and see where these guys go, since they had some, another amazing week of RP, which I greatly appreciate from all of the players. Let's go ahead and raid out. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day.